a problem?
Yes, sir.
Or something along that line? Okay. At that point, you went for your phone?
Yes, sir.
And they punched you in the face?
I answered him. I said, no, I don't have a problem.
Okay.
And that's when I went for my phone and he punched me in the face.
And then you guys exchanged some punches?
I didn't hit him at all. I mean, I was trying to defend myself, but every time he punched me in the nose, it felt like my head was going to explode.
Okay. Was it at that time you pulled out your gun?
No.
No. At any time prior to, did you pull out your gun?
No.
Okay. So this possible bystander that you told to call 911 or help, he should be able to tell us that your gun was still in your holster?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or didn't see the gun?
Correct.
Okay. Because if it's in your holster, you probably wouldn't see it.
No, sir. I mean, as we were wrestling, like I said, my jacket came up.
I understand that. But if he was to look out and look at you, you wouldn't have been in your hand or anything like that. Okay. And you don't know this guy?
No.
Okay. Other than, why'd you try to maintain such close proximity to him?
To tell the police what direction he was headed in.
Did you feel that you put yourself in danger?
No, because where I was parked, my headlights were illuminating, and I saw him turn down and by the time I was on the phone with the non-emergency, by the time I got to where he was at, I felt he had already made his way. I've called non-emergency probably a dozen times, and these guys are known just to run. As soon as they get suspicious, they run, and they know the neighborhood back and forth, and they just disappear in between houses within seconds. So I kind of walked, and I looked around the corner, and he was gone. So that's why I told him, non-emergency, he's gone.
Okay. What was this guy wearing?
Gray hoodie, and I don't remember if they were gray pants or like stonewashed denim pants, I think.
Denim pants?
Pardon?
Denim pants?
No, like denim, but like stonewashed. I think they were light colored. They might have been jeans.
Okay. And he was a black man?
Yes, sir.
About how tall?
5'8", 9". It was 5'11", I'd say. To 6 foot.
Okay. When you're laying on the ground, you're laying on your back, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's when your jacket came up and he saw your gun, right?
Yes, sir.
Your gun on your left side, right side?
My right side.
Okay, so your gun's on your right side. Where were your hands at?
Trying to keep his hands away.
And then what did you feel next?
His hand slid down my chest. He had one hand on my mouth and one hand on my nose, and he took one off, and that's when he said, "You're gonna die, motherfucker." And I felt his hand going down the side of my chest, and to be honest,
you felt something like this?
Yeah, brushing. And to be honest with you, the whole time I forgot that I had the gun. When he said that I was gonna die, and then I felt him brushing, it automatically clicked that he was going for my gun.
So your hands are up here defending yourself. His hand's going down.
Yes, sir.
Were both your hands on the weapon?
No, sir.
Okay. Where was his hand when you went to retrieve the weapon?
One hand was going towards the gun. He took it off my mouth.
Right.
And I was trying to get his hand. He was suffocating me, so I was trying to get his hands off of my face. So when I felt his hand, he let go of my mouth, so I wasn't trying to do anything again with my right hand. So I grabbed my gun, and I don't know if he did it at the same time or what the case was, but I got to it first.
Okay. And then how did you come to fire upon him from that position? Because you're laying down like this, okay, on your back, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you just bring it out of the holster and straight up like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You didn't try to push it into him or anything? You just fired it from almost from the hip?
I think I made sure that it wasn't, because my hand was in the way, I made sure it was past my hand, because his other hand was still on my face.
Okay. So
I made sure it
was he that far away, or he's right up on top of you?
He was like putting all his weight on my nose and my mouth,
Okay.
trying to suffocate me.
Uh-huh.
So he was like creating a crevice with his body,
Uh-huh.
and then he like, when he slid to go for my gun.
Did he go for your gun with his left hand or your right hand?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Which hand he used.
But one of the hands went.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The one was on your mouth.
That's when it clicked that I had my gun, and when he said...
But the hand that was on your mouth, he went to your
Yes,
gun.
sir.
Okay. But then you got it, and you went out like this?
I think I went far enough to where I could make sure that it was past my other hand, and in his general area.
From what you described to me, he's not that far away from you.
No, he's on me.
He's on top of you.
Yes, sir.
Right, so there's not a whole lot of distance in between you and him.
Right.
So you can't really extend your arm.
Correct.
Because then you got a gun sticking out. What kind of gun is it?
Keltec 9mm.
Keltec 9?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's probably only about that long, right?
Shorter.
It's a little tiny gun.
Yes, sir.
But still, I mean, you don't have hardly any play
No, sir.
before that gun's directly into his chest.
Correct. I was on him. I knew I was...
And as soon as the round went off, he stopped attacking you?
He sat back, and he said, "You got me," or "You got it," whatever.
Okay. I'm sure it all happened just like quick, too.
It felt like an eternity when I was yelling for help.
Sorry about that.
No.
Kids' school. They always call it. Okay.
And I thought the police were there. They were going to be there. So it felt like it took forever.
Yeah. That part does go forever. I've been there before. Not in the situation you've had, but seems like it takes forever for somebody to get there when you really want them. When in reality it's only probably a couple minutes. Okay. I'm going to step out for a minute.
Yes, sir.
When I come back, we're going to start developing questions. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You need to use the restroom or anything?
If I could just get more water.
You need more water? Sure.
It's from the restroom.
Yeah. You can. Good. Get some restroom.
Oh,
It's right there.
Yes, sir.
And then just come back in and sit down. Okay? back in, have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
For crying out loud. Okay. Set this up. So you feel a little bit more relaxed with me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not a very... not very intimidating to begin with, but you know what I mean?
Everybody's intimidating at this point.
Nobody's intimidating. Okay.
I think you're the sergeant went to the class, or the supervisor, the guy you said supervisor.
Hmm?
Just so you know, they're not mine.
Alright, I'm thinking. There's somebody's... I forgot to ask them. What his schedule was. Ah, jeez. Get off the phone.
Oh, my employer asked for the case number too.
Why? They have no business to it.
I guess they wanted to see if was it a criminal or something?
Yeah, what was the last 4 of your case number? Hello? Oh, all right. I'm back in here again. I just came out to talk. Good for you there, Chris.